North Tech Stone and Ceramic back again with another tip to help you shop for tile. And what I'm going to show you today is something that we've run into in the past, and we want to help you avoid this. So when you go into a showroom, in a lot of cases, you may see a combination of displays. You might see displays where you can see actual panels of material of one color of each item, for example. So that's pretty good. I mean, it gives you a relatively good idea. Like, for example, that, or, you know, for example, this. So you have an idea of what's going on. But what happens in a lot of cases is that may not be the tile you pick. And the tile you pick may be from something like this, which is a sample board. So you go into a place, you see something that interests you, and you like it, and maybe you bring it home and whatnot. But what you need to understand is when you see this tile, you need to understand that not all of them may look like this. In other words, the sample board may not really show you the variation in the tile. So a lot of these tiles, like this one here that mimics a natural stone look, a very unique look, in this case, what happens is there might be 10 or 15 or 20 different patterns that are made that are all boxed randomly together. And so the sample you see in the store is not the only shade or variation that you're gonna get when it's laid down. So for example, here's the board, and this tile is known as a V3. So they can be rated from V1 to V4. And what that means is the amount of variation or variegation between pieces that are in the complete pattern that's produced of this tile. So you're looking at this, you like it, right? Let's say you like it, but you're only looking at one piece. Now what I want to show you is, what does a larger panel look like? Now, so I'm going to move over here, and we'll switch spots here. So this tile that I just showed you is actually this up here. This is a matte finish, mind you, but it's the same idea. This is a polish. And you can see the amount of variation. There's a lot there that's not in here. Or the amount of the darks and the lights. You see the mix. You don't get to see that in one piece. Now, a lot of times there's a picture on a board that may help you visualize it somewhat. That being said, I would still recommend that when you shop for tile, is if there's a lot of variation, potential variation in the tile, you may want to see it in a panel format, or have it on display, or see a display with a panel format. And if that's not available, and you have the time, because I always recommend you shop with plenty of time so you can choose the right product. A lot of times a supplier will bring in, what we do for our customers is, if we don't have it on display as a panel and there's a lot of variation, we'll bring a box in. And as long as the customer is willing to wait, we'll bring a box in. If we don't have it in stock here, we can lay it out, and then the customer has a much better idea of whether this is going to work or not. So that's something that I want you to be aware of. Don't get caught choosing a tile that has high variation, and then when it gets installed, it's not what you wanted. So that's it for this tip, and see you next time.